Away. It's the Ravens and the Buccaneers coming up next.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Garden with Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at our two quarterbacks in this one. Kind of an interesting pairing. Lamar Jackson of the Ravens, Tom Brady of the Bucs.
Yeah, you got one guy who's part of the new breed, the run and gun, beat you with my legs kind of guys. And then on the other side, you got your traditional pocket passer. He'll stand in there and throw the ball downfield, no matter what the turbulence is around him in the pocket.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And not the start he was hoping for there, so maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Bernard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick six for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick six, the first...
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Tyus Bowser coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play you just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Kick this one away. Oh, the return is Duvernay. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Coming in to put a lick on it was Levante David.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson, he's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Oh, twisting away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So that one will be accepted. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The tackle made by L.J. Ford. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's a give to Fournette. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Probably helps your confidence level on those fourth down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end and make sure the ball gets to the first down marker, but also he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward, because if he just runs it straight up and down, you and I both know that they'll snap it backwards. Well done there, well executed.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. He'll let one go deep for Howard. That's caught inside the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Fournette is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Ryan Succop for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Here we go.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Get ready.
Reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Jackson will throw again. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. There he goes, left side. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TV. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary said, well done.
Extra point try now for Suckup. It's good to make it 17-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to bounce that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
First, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Ravens. And they will need to get this passing game in gear, because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Matabike. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case...
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, 68 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley.
Oh, so we can't tell him. Get out of here.
In for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, I mean, Lamar Jackson, what more can we say at this point? He is a living, breathing highlight reel. And go ahead and tack on that last play to the list of big ones by number 8.
And what was impressive to me is not just how much he wanted it, but how he fashioned it. I mean, he was shedding tacklers left and right, evading tacklers left and right. And when you think about the energy it takes to ward guys off, that's really impressive. He still managed to keep his balance and turn this into a fantastic run.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense.
Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team, because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. On second down, here's Fournette. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And a quick throw here that's complete.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Jackson going to run.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Here's Jackson to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time how the power arm isn't the #1 thing to look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes,
Yeah,
you need to put
I
some
kind of
heat on
hate it.
It helps out the big gun. In this
Don't like
case,
it at all.
just a little bit too much.
That's
They
on
really
Vanguard,
like to make
right?
the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip
Is that on
shot.
Vanguard?
Tucker's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense.
And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Damn.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
You know what? Truth be told,
and he is going to bring
I haven't
back inside the 20 to the 18
played.
line.
Okay, I haven't played. Okay, you don't need my wolf to play.
With an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily.
I haven't played it.
I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner,
I meant the last time. I just have a hawk. I don't know what it is. You don't need bigs. I need a modern wolf for that play.
Your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
But it's just a pain in the ass to keep downloading it. And it's like mad, like files you got. It's just a pain in the ass to download it. I had to delete my wolf, by the way. I just couldn't do it.
That little extra pace that he had on the pass, that
I
was
need
a
like
little extra
another. I actually
concentration
bought
for
an
him, didn't
external
it?
drive.
Ball
Like
can
it's
get
still
on you
like
pretty quick in
output.
that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the
Okay,
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They went with a dime hook on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So many times Titans decide to make one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
I never downloaded
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys,
I just got tired of it. I swear, I was like, every week you had to like update it, but when you updated it, you couldn't because there's not enough space. And I'm like, this is getting ridiculous.
Scoop and score, always an exciting play in football.
I mean, that's why I play Cold War like a lot. Like I play Vanguard once in a while, but even I don't even like that game.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
How do you play Rebirth? Do you like download it on an app or is it just...
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. Throwing on first down is Brady. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about.
Yeah,
you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Yep.
On the draw, this is Fournette.
I think I deleted.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards.
I think I
back
literally
to the
deleted
33.
Yeah, like literally all my games.
He brings up third down.
Grand Theft Auto sometimes.
Vocal about his desire to take this running back out of this game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Of course, Madden 22, and I'm like, as soon as that shit popped up, like it was like, okay, you gotta like download it. You gotta download the update. There's not no space. I'm like, come on, man.
Third down.
Makes no
0
sense.
for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16.
Like I said, even like when I bought the memory card,
it's
saying you have to build, you have to like get an iCloud and then a cloud or something like that, so you can put all your information on the West Coast.
41-yard line.
Like the design
I really
that we're
shouldn't have to
seeing
keep
right there.
buying
This is
external
what they
drives in
need.
order for
Down
you
by
to
a
like save
touchdown
the
here
game.
in the
That's
fourth.
retarded.
They just need to keep working their way downfield.
And they got Modern Warfare 2 coming out, I think, in what, in October?
Brady now on first down.
Oh, that's
And
it.
my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he works free. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
Yeah, in this part of the game, the fourth quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered all game long. And here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. They had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost some good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Exactly. They definitely do.
Right there.
They know it's a moneymaker. Like everybody's gonna buy that shit, regardless on how bad it is. Like I knew Modern Warfare or Call of Duty Vanguard was terrible, and I still bought it. I just didn't like it.
If we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it, and that's exactly what they did.
Tom Brady,
I think the best one was Modern Warfare 2 when they had it on PS3, and that was it. And I used to kill that fucking thing.
Unexpected new life as they come up first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's going to let it fly. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. Back to throw, Brady. Now a desperation throw, deep downfield. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw is Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now Brady.
Oh,
And
come
now
on.
here's another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I might just start buying games for the actually PC anyway, since I got a PC. Heard it much better anyways.
And that'll set him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Levante David in on the tackle. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
You get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments.
That was a great game, I guess. Well.
So when you see me, that jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finished.
Oh, I don't worry about Blue Cross no more. That ship has sailed back in like. Yeah, that ship has sailed like. Actually, truth be told, I actually did buy a PS5 around that time. So yeah, it was at the time, but I moved on from there. I'm now at Atrius, Tampa Vs. That's where I'm at right now. So, but yeah, like I said, I recently bought a PC. That's why I'm like on here doing the little gaming page. So that's kind of like they go anyway. But yeah, like I said, I feel like I bought the PS5, but I feel like they don't have enough games out, and they keep remastering like certain games, which kind of pisses me off. Like I know Dead Space is coming out in January. That's one of those games I'm definitely looking for. I don't know if you play horror survival games, but that's one of those games. And I'm still waiting for Max Payne. So you work for them too, or you did work for them? That's what's up. Yeah, I got tired of working for them. It was a headache. One of my homegirls actually, like, she quit a couple of months ago. Yeah, a couple of months ago. Blue Cross, like, she was a member services. It was bad. I don't know if you know how it works, but yeah. And I was convinced that they was gonna come out with like Max Payne. What was it, Max Payne 3? But they got the first 2 on there, and that's it. And they're talking about coming out with the soundtrack for the game for Max Payne. But they're like, for what? Like, who listens to the soundtrack? We want the game. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's so quick to actually like get what do you call it? What do you call it? Everybody's so quick to actually like get their hands on like other games, but I don't know. I'm just glad. Oh, you work for the night team, okay. Yeah, Blue Cross was terrible. Like, I was there for like 4 or 5 months. I just got tired. I was like, I can't do it no more. And plus, like, people were like worried about getting fired. Yep. Max Payne soundtrack was trash. I'll figure it out. Yeah, the adherence is terrible. Like, they give you a hard time. Like, I'm telling you. Then it's, in fact, like, if you don't pass the test and all that shit, you get fired. And it's like, who has to worry about that? And if you notice, that's why a lot of people at Blue Cross, like, it's always a revolving door every time I think you work there. Like, every time I even get like notices and like job ads, like they're always hiring for member services. I'm like, geez, what's going on with member services? Like, the job's not for everybody. I'll be honest with you, it's not. And I thought I was gonna be one of those guys because I worked in health insurance, so. Right. You use me back from the white man. Facts. Facts. Yeah, I'm about to head out. I'm done. I'm about to turn this off anyways. I think I'm gonna try to play Grand Theft Auto tomorrow too.